Hi, how are you? My name is Roxana and welcome to my neck of the woods. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new to this channel, these days I do videos on handbags. I'm very new to collecting handbags, but I'm having a ton of fun. Because I am so new to this game, I tend to say no to handbags a lot more than I say yes. I know, I do have a lot already, and it doesn't look like I say no to a whole lot, but I do. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 bags that recently I said no to, and I will tell you the reason why, the reasons why that is the case. The one bag that I did say yes to was this doctor's looking bag. I've been influenced in buying it from watching the show The Gilded Age. Peggy, one of the characters, was carrying a very similar bag in season 1 and 2, and every time she came on the screen my eyes were drawn to the bag that she was carrying. I took a screenshot of it and Google searched to find something similar, and I will tell you all about it. But first, let's tell you the bags that I said no to. Out of the 5, 3 of them were from the Refect store. I live within half an hour from brick and mortar Refect store. These bags are still available now online. I am taping this in end of July of 2025. And the main reason I said no was the price tag. All of them were like $2,000. That's a whole lot of money to spend on a bag. The other 2 ones that I said no to were under $1,000. In fact, one of them, which was influenced by a recent episode from Just Like That, that bag was under $500. I still said no to. And Coach, you guys, I said no to a Coach bag. But let's get started. Let's start with the most expensive bag. It is a capucine from Louis Vuitton. It is, I believe, $3,600. Maybe it's a little bit cheaper right now. But when I looked at it at the end of June, it was, it's a little bit more than I thought. This bag is $3,700 right now, $37 and $25. You get a bit of a discount if it's your first purchase at the Refect store. And also at that time, they were offering a 15% sale. I didn't even check to see how much this bag would have been because I just knew right off the bat that I was not gonna spend $3,600. You guys, $3,600, that's like a lot more than my whole trip to Egypt. Last year I was in Egypt for 10 days and it didn't even cost me $3,600. Having said that, I do like the capucine bags. I very much want to get a special edition, but not at this time. That was easy to say no to. Now, let's talk about this pink Louis Vuitton twist handbag. It's, again, a limited edition. This one was very hard to say no to, and let me tell you why. I knew when I saw these twist lock bags from Louis Vuitton that I want one. I do want to have one in my collection. And I really liked this bag. You know, this one, it still had the plastic on the cover, or was that on the capucine? I don't remember, but this bag looked so good. It was in such good shape. I did not see one call out on it. It looked brand new to me. And now it's a little bit cheaper. Now it's $22, $23. I believe when I first saw it, it was a little bit more money. Let me see. Oh, I don't have the price tag. I want to say it was like $2,300 or maybe $2,400. I don't remember, but I know it wasn't $2,200. Now, what I've noticed with Refect, they have their bags on for sale, and after a certain time, they lower the prices on the bags. So I'm pretty sure that is what's happening with this bag. Now, I was very close to buying it. They have some sort of a financial service where you can buy a bag and make payments for it. And I thought, well, making payments for it is not going to be that, it's not going to hurt my pocketbook. And I said, yes, I will make payments on it and I will buy the bag, but only if I can get the payments interest free. I did not want to pay interest on it. So it took me over an hour to apply for it. I couldn't apply for the loan on my phone. I had to use their tablet, got approved, and when it came right down to it, it did have interest. And I said, nope, I'm not doing it. And I'm so glad that I didn't do it, because at the end of the day, even if I wouldn't have been paying interest, even if I would have been making payments, and I still would have spent over $2,000 on a handbag. Back in May, I flew to Paris and it cost me right around $2,000. That's $2,000 for the airfare and for the hotel. Again, it's a lot of money. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have spent a lot of money on a bag. This one right here, I spent $1,500 on this Gucci, but I sold things on their internet for 4 months before I could pay for this bag, right? It didn't come out of my budget. Yes, theoretically, the money that I made selling stuff on the internet, I could have put it into my finances. I could have put it into savings, but whatever. 4 months it took me to afford this bag, right? This one was a splurge too. It's a Louis Vuitton that I bought in Paris, France. It was $1,000. It was under $1,000, but it was pre-loved. And that was a big splurge. So I'm not against big splurges. It's just that I'm kind of timid making them. I'm thinking a lot before I'm spending so much money. I can get so caught up into these lovely bags. They're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous. I do not want to go into debt buying these bags, and I don't want to hurt my finances buying these lovely bags. The third bag I said no to. This one I'm really rethinking. It is this lovely paint can bag. It was initially introduced by Virgil in Men's Fall Winter 2022. And this was his last collection before he passed away. This bag is still available. It looks like it's still available on the site. This one I think is more of an investment piece. This I'm tempted to buy because I don't know how easy it is to get this bag in the future, especially since it's Virgil's last collection. So yeah, I still said no, and I'm not planning on spending money anytime soon. Now, the other bag I said no to was the kissclasp bag from Coach. They restocked these bags and I had a black one in my cart, and all I had to do was pay for it. And I was this close to pulling the trigger, but I stopped myself. Really, this bag is beautiful. I love kissclasp bags. I bought this Patricia Nash recently and I spent I think $179, so it's a lot cheaper than $600 and something, and it's more functional for me. The kissclasp from Coach, I am not gonna wear it as a clutch, right? I'm not gonna put it underneath my arm anytime soon. This bag also matches my Jimmy Choo shoes that I spent, I believe, $34. I think that's how much I paid for these. They are pre-loved. They're from my local thrift store and I love them. They were a little bit tight on me, but guess what? They did stretch when I wore them. I wore them with this purse at church. So yeah, this makes a lot more sense for me. They were initially $75, but I bought them on the half off day. All the blue tags were half off, and also I got a senior citizen discount. Imagine that. The Coach kissclasp is going to be in just like that episode. I haven't seen it yet. There's 3 more episodes in that show. I can't wait till I see Carrie one of these. I think it was the brown one that they had, but yes. I almost said yes to the bag, but at the end of the day, I did not pull the trigger. Now, let me tell you about the 5th bag that I said no to. When I saw Lisa carrying it, I thought, ugh, I love it. I love colorful bags very much. It is from Mola Sasa. It is called the Clivosa clutch, and it's $440, you guys. And I almost bought it. I think it looked lovely with the outfit that she was wearing. I saw somewhere a critique about why are they dressing her so awful. I don't believe that. I think she's one of the funnest dressed characters in the show. I don't really care about her storylines, but I love it when she comes on screen because I love what she's wearing. She's the one that was all about the peekaboo a few episodes ago. So yes, I mean no. That's the 5 bags that I said no to. Let me tell you about the bag that I did say yes to. This bag is very similar to the one that Peggy has been carrying in season 1 and 2 of the Gilded Age. I love that show. Are you guys watching that show? I just love the fashion. I love everything about that show. She always would carry it on the crook of her arm. You saw it with every outfit, any outfit. It makes sense that she would carry it with every outfit because back then, I don't think people had many different bags. They probably had 1 bag in their whole lifetime, maybe 2. Like I said, I took a screenshot of it and I searched it. And I found one very similar on eBay for $250. Actually, this is it. I made an offer for $180 because that's how much money I had in my eBay account. Now, shipping from Ukraine was $50. So I paid out of pocket $50 for this bag. So I made my payment and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm wondering if I'm gonna get this bag. In the description of the bag, it says that it's either from the 1900 to 1930s, right? And it looked online, this bag looked like it was in very good shape. In fact, it is in a very good shape, right? It says it's leather, but you know, this is the only thing they have, like this scratch over here. But I'm like, it's kind of light to be leather. Is it leather? I don't know. I really don't know. But as soon as I paid for the bag, in pops from the same seller in Ukraine, pictures, exactly the 20 pictures of this exact bag, but the description was different and the title was different. And I'm like, oh, this is definitely a replica. This cannot be. There's no way they could have 2 bags from the same era, over 125 years old. It can't be right. I had yet to receive my bag and I put in a complaint to eBay, right? Saying, hey, I just purchased this bag from the seller and now it's supposed to be one of a kind. It literally said in the original listing, one of a kind. And now it's popping up again. Is it a scam? So eBay did take that second listing down. I've looked for it again just before I filmed this video and I haven't seen it. So the seller is still selling a lot of things. It looks like, the things that he's selling is you would see any other seller here in the United States selling it, but it's from Ukraine. I mean, I do want to help somebody that is in a war-torn country, but yeah, I just don't know. So anyway, I get this bag, I unboxed it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm trying to open it. I cannot open it. My 80-year-old dad, 84 years old to be exact, he sees me struggle to open the bag. First of all, he's like, that is totally something that my mom would wear as a young lady. And that's true. My grandmother, I could totally see her wearing something like this. And I'm struggling to opening the bag. I'm pulling it from right here. And my dad just comes and he's like, I think you have to press on this. Sure enough, that's how you open it. You just press on this. Now I put some old clothes to stuff it to keep it its shape, right? Again, I just don't know if this is really from the 1900s. It is in really good shape. It looks like this is like this does look like it's leather, right? I don't know. I don't know enough about bags. It is a very structured bag. The reason why I put this old sweatshirt in here is because there is a dent in the bag, and I think that if it dents a little bit more, it's going to crack. Am I going to wear this bag out? Yes, absolutely. Do I feel bad that I bought it and that it's a replica? No, I don't. I think it is a really good bag. I think I did pretty good of finding something very similar to what Peggy was using. There is some sort of a marking right here on the locking mechanism. It does have feet. I have not looked up this marking on here. So the whole thing with the shipping and everything was $220. I don't mind paying $220 even if it's a replica. I wish they would say it's a replica if it's a replica. I don't know. Maybe he had made a mistake and he accidentally listed the same bag instead of listing another one because it did have a different title and listing. I don't know. Either way, I am so happy that I do have this bag. I have yet to wear it out in the wild. You guys, thank you so much for watching. If this kind of content is your vibe, by all means, please subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye.